So when patch 11.05 releases, you will be noticing a different here. So for example, I went into the adventure guide and you can now see raids. There's a new raid in here on the classic page called Blackrock Depths. This used to be just a dungeon that you could find here, Blackrock Depths, which is a dungeon. But now with 11.05, the anniversary event update, which is coming in November, you will also be finding now on the raid. And now it's actually a raid for a raid for level 80, a max level raid. As you can see here, we have all these bosses here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bosses. These bosses, for example, if we click on the last boss, we can see here on Raid Finder, you can actually do this raid on Raid Finder, which is amazing. You can get 593 eye level. So by doing this on Raid Finder, get 593 eye level, which is, if we go back to the other raid, which we currently have in the War Within, that raid is giving you, on Raid Finder, 593. So it's the same. It's actually the same as what the normal raid we have right now. It gives the same eye level here. We can see here 593. I even think the first boss gives worse, 584. So it actually gives a bit worse, but I have heard that, it's not really like that challenging. So it's not going to be like a new raid where you actually need to be very, very, very straightforward with attacks. It's going to be a bit more relaxed. But I mean, we'll see about that, because you also have this on normal, which of course is going to give you high items, 606, and then heroic, which is going to give you 619. This could probably still be a pretty hard boss. I mean, you still have the ability overview, you have the modules, the overview where you can go in and see like what you have to do, damage dealers, healers, and tanks. It still has quite a lot of like phases here. So you can see still a lot of spells that is going on. So probably still a hard one, to be real. Like, yeah, but still, we have this new raid here. So each bosses is going to drop a lot of classic transmogs, like a vanilla transmog. You can see it's like all the old school items, but they will have way stronger stats on, of course. Again, as we can see, a first boss on Raid Finder is giving 584, then the normal is giving 597, and heroic 610. And then the higher you get up in the bosses, 613 and 619. So it's kind of like, low level, medium, and high. So it's this the longer you get in, the higher eye level they start dropping in here. But you can see like the items you can get from these bosses. For example, it's the classic one you would get in Blackrock Depths when you're doing the dungeon mode. It's all the same items, but just of course with stats that is actually good for us in the current expansion. So it's in-game raid with items. You can see here we have all the bosses here. We can actually even just take a module here. So here we have the Emperor, here we have the Ambassador, of course with the new skin instead of the old one. And again here also we have the General with also new dwarf skin, and the Doomrel, Golem Lord Incendious. So of course with new graphics, we can see all the mobs has like new graphics on. Oh, those are cute. Then we have Belgar, also new graphics, and Lord Rocco, also new graphics. So pretty cool, pretty cool. And I mean, we can honestly get some alright items. I'm definitely taking my guild with, and I'm gonna try this raid and see, how hard it is. And I mean, still, it's gonna be fun, like getting all these classic items here. So yeah. Beside of that, there will be when you get to the new event. I have plenty of videos about this event, but basically, when you log in patch 11.05, you get a quest where you need to go down here to this anniversary event outside Caverns of Time. Here in this location, I can't really zoom more in, but like here we have these people here. This person here, Moria Torreson, she's giving you 2 quests where you have to, one of them is weekly and one of them is for one time. So you can see the one for one time, you get 6 bronze celebration tokens, which you need to buy that tier 2 transmog for. So the tier 2 transmog, they know what they made, you need that to actually buy those. You need 80 of them. So this one is a one you can do for one time where you get currencies. And then you have this one here, which is this one here, where you need to Dagran defeated and Time Warped Iron Forge blueprints. I guess it's a blueprint that inside the raid. But this is also a weekly one that again gives you 5 of those tokens. It gives you a chest with 597 items and 500 time ward badges, which is pretty cool. Like, this is really cool. So beside of that, it seems like you can get a currency when you're killing the bosses in there, because these vendors, we have a vendor for Raid Finder, Normal, Heroic. So Raid Finder, you can see here that there's a currency here called Time Warped Relic Coffer Key. I have a feeling each boss in there is probably going to drop this. And then you can see, actually, it seems like most of the items that's dropping there, if not every one of them, can actually be bought here. So it seems like every single item in from the raid can actually, because this is the trinket I was looking at, this is the maces. So it seems like all the items that drops in there can actually also be bought. So even though if you don't get loot from your run, you will get these currencies, which then you can buy the items for. I still don't 100% know how you get this, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be a currency you get inside there from probably bossing. Like every time you kill one of the bosses, they probably maybe dropping 10 or something like that, and then you can get an item for every 4 boss you kill. I would imagine it's going to be like this, but it's very nice for like catching up gear for whenever the next raid comes in next season. But there's one here for like normal raid finder, normal, so you can see the eye level goes up. So for example here we have 584. Why is it the same eye level? Though the key says here that it's going to give you 597 for raid finder, normal is going to give you 610, and heroic is going to give you 623. But the items here somehow is a bit different eye level. Like these two here has the same, so maybe a bug, I don't know. But still, there's going to be a vendor for each of them. So, yeah. Oh well. So, yeah, thanks for watching. Again, here you got the quest for the raid. Here you got the currency, the vendors for the raid. And you can even now on the test room go in and see what kind of gear they drop. You can go into their abilities and read about how you kill them. You know, basically the phases. There's not like much compared to, for example, when you go into the war within and you click on, for example, the last boss here. You can see there's like way more phases and spell. Like look at all this. Like there's a lot of things. And then when you get to this classic raid here and look at the last boss, it's smaller. It's not that complicated. It seems smaller. So we'll see. We'll see. But anyway, thanks for watching. Have a great day. And this was just showing you that we have the vendors, the quests, and then the new raid, which I sadly cannot show you right now because it seems like I think you will be able to teleport down there from here, but it seems like the raid is not active right now, so I can't show you the raid itself. But yeah. Again, this comes out in November for patch 11.05.